It helps if you turn your fucking microphone off of mute. That helps a lot, right? But I have an announcement. I'm excited. I'm gonna wait for a couple of you guys to log in here because I know it takes a minute to let the audience build and everything. But I have the winner. I've given him the link to where he can actually join us. So the winner of the closer competition should be on here within a matter of minutes too. He's just waiting on the link to come across. I'm blocked on Facebook, obviously, for the next 30 days. And because of that, I cannot, I'm sitting here trying to look him up now. I cannot send him a Facebook chat, so he had to email it to himself. So I'm excited. I know he's excited. He's going to be on here a minute. We talked this morning. I just told him actually on Sunday that he won. And because I've been in the mountains in Utah for the last 2 days. If you go over to my personal Facebook page, it's open, it's public, so you can look at it even if we're not connected there. And you can see that I was like in nature yesterday and the day before, all from Thursday to yesterday. And yesterday I was out just chilling out, traveling around in the mountains and stuff. Dude, I ran across hundreds of turkeys, and they like let me get so close that I could have made a sandwich out of one of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So you could go watch the video over there. And dude, I'm telling you, I am like one of the coldest nature narrators you will ever hear. National Geographic, you're more than welcome to call me. I charge a premium fee because I want to get paid what I'm worth, but I'd love to narrate one of your shows. So Sid, what's up, man? Can we hear you?
What's up, buddy?
All right, dude. Hey, let me put my good old headphones on here so that we don't get any feedback. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, man, love that jacket. I want to get one myself.
Yeah, well, you know what, man? Don't buy these Beats by. I'm gonna give everybody watching. We got about 30 people watching right now too. It's like we give you some advice. Don't spend $250 on the Beats by Dre ones. Just go to Amazon and spend $20 and get the other ones. That's what Patrick did, and they work even better. So, marketing got us again, right? So, well, hey, man, congratulations, dude. Like, congratulations. I'm excited to meet you. I know that we talk often on Facebook and everything, but if you would, like, introduce yourself to the people watching, you know, tell a little bit about, you know, what you were looking for and how you got caught up in all this and what you wanted out of the contest, what you do for a living, all that kind of good stuff.
Well, I'm Sydney. I've been a part of Ryan's program now for about 6 months. I believe it was last October. What I do is I co-own a technology or a software technology business. We do online ordering or private label online ordering for restaurants and caterers. We're in locally here in Louisville. Well, I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. You probably can tell with my accent, so bear with me on that. We talk a little slower than others. But yeah, we do private label online ordering. Anybody familiar with Louisville? It's where Papa John's Pizza is headquartered. I live about 10 minutes from that guy. And when I used to live in Miami, Florida, and saw online ordering or this type of online ordering down there everywhere. And when I came back home with my ex-wife earlier a few years ago, they didn't have this type of thing. So I saw an opening in the market, and I took it, and we just sort of started rolling from there. The software now is in about 1,400 restaurants around the world. We're in 6 countries. But I joined Ryan just because I believed in him and through some personal stuff that I was going through with my ex-wife. And, you know, just originally saw him in the ClickFunnels event back in 2014 and just fell in love with him, decided I was going to join then. And it's been a roller coaster, but I've always came back to him and his program, and it's always done me well. My biggest thing for him is I started using Show Up and Close and using the closer module in that, and I've told you about it, Ryan, and done the closer module. Since I've used that closer module, I'm now 17 for 17 in close ratio. And man, I will go to the grave with him. I believe in everything that comes out of that guy's mouth, and I can't get enough. So that's a little bit about me. I don't know if you want me to say anything else.
No, well, you know what, man? First of all, it's funny because we have tons of clients, obviously, and I didn't pick you because you're a client. And like, honestly, until we got to talking a few days ago, I didn't even dawn on me that you might have bought my stuff before. I had just always been a nice guy to you because you were nice to me. But like, I had a pool. Obviously, I got the final stamp of approval on who won. But out of the 14 employees that I have, we'll say 10 of them voted for you.
That's awesome, man.
And that's saying something, you know, because my employees are really similar to me in a sense of like they're very alpha and very picky and they're very bullshit sensitive and And every one of them was like, hey, you know, it was you and a girl named Jessica Lamont that were like our top 2 picks.
Yeah,
and I honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, Sid. I want to pick a woman because a lot of people think that, not that I'm sexist, but that I only help dudes all the time. Like my marketing's for dudes and I always say salesman. And some of the ladies complain about it. They don't realize that we're about 50-50 on clients. But I thought, you know, hey, you know, I'd really like to help a lady in this instance because we have a ton of dudes, but we haven't had as many women come through our realm in like the live events and stuff like that. But man, the whole team was like, no, man, you need to get Sid out here, man. This is going to make the biggest difference. He's going to make the biggest change. The guy's motivated. He's already, you know, he's like willing to do the work. He's coming out with a plan and everything else. And man, you know, and you and I, we chat through DM pretty regularly anyway, you know, a couple times a week or whatever the case. And so I knew who you were, but as soon as the team was like, oh yeah, that's the guy, I was like, well, there you go. That's who we're going to do, man. So that's who
no, man, I'm a huge follower in you, man. You have no idea. I've sent you pictures of people we've gotten elevator to the top in their hands. And I've even, you know, one of your tribe members, Matt Modal, you know, I think that's how you say his last name. If you're on here, Matt, I'm sorry if I butchered your last name, brother. But
Matt Motel.
Oh, Matt Motel. I knew I was close, but he's a Midwestern guy like
good.
me. You know, he can probably relate to a lot of the things, you know, that we suffer out here in the Midwest with technology, especially just because technology is 10 years behind. And so bringing this to market in a technology realm that was really just far behind, you know, you preach it all the time. I believe you said it in one of your podcasts that, you know, I got a grandmother in her late 80s as well. She has three Facebook profiles and she's on it every day. So if somebody that doesn't believe their customers are on Facebook is complete bullshitting themselves, because, you know, they are. And, you know, that's all I've went to, like, you know, and for anybody that's on this call that hasn't listened to, Own It Academy, by God, for God's sakes, guys, open that shit up tonight and listen to that. I won't get too involved in what it did for me, but I can just tell you this: it literally saved my life. Like literally saved my life, based on where I was. You know, Roxanne, I remember calling Roxanne that day and saying, "Rox, I need this now." And I got it, and I've listened to it, you know, twice, 1 through 8, and I've listened to 3 of the modules, probably about 10 times each. And guys, listen to that. Just for God's sakes, if you're in Entourage, listen to it. If you're not in Entourage, get your ass in freaking Entourage, because you're losing money and you're losing your freaking alpha and in yourself. And for God's sakes, guys, if you have the freaking balls to get on this call, have the balls to join Entourage, because you'll make your money back in your same day. I made my money back the day after I listened to Show Up and Close, and I will freaking promote this guy till the day I die. This guy's the real deal, and I can't praise him enough.
Well, I appreciate that, you know, but this is really more about you than me. Like, you know, the people watching, they know me, and you know, been following me for a while. And really, this whole thing was our way to give back as we move into becoming a foundation where we're helping people break free from whatever it is that's holding them back, whether it be financial issues or personal issues or whatever the case is. As we start working into the Break Free Foundation, where we can help people financially that are struggling and in certain situations, I wanted to start the benevolence by doing this contest. And, you know, we had 2,500 people or so, I believe, that joined it, but only about 800 of them actually did the work to get qualified to win something. And dude, it was not easy picking 151 winners, especially because there was 400 or 500 videos that we all had to watch. I mean, it was a lot. And dude, some people made me cry. Some people pissed me off, right? Some people inspired me, you know what I mean? And some people were like, dude, we even had some old white lady rapping. You know what I mean? Like we've had it all, man. Yeah, we've had it all, man. It's been awesome. I'll forever go back and visit the closer contest hashtag and enjoy this for sure. Yeah. You know, and so like,
no,
go ahead, man.
For me, it wasn't easy making the video. I mean, you can talk to Lindsay. I talked to her that night. I'm sure you didn't see all of it, but I sent her all the video. Man, it was 42 minutes long. 42 minutes long because, you know, I'm not ashamed to say it now, but, you know, like, you know, I was suicidal at one point and had bad thoughts in my head, had bad drugs in my brain. And And, you know, that's why I'm so stuck to Own It, because Own It literally showed me Own It and your book, Hardcore Closer. And I remember you making a comment when I posted it up on the Facebook page and tagged you in it. Those literally saved my life. I mean, literally saved my life. And it's beyond that. I mean, the sales training that you have, you're just a no bullshitter. Like, you know, I get ran into a bunch of stuff, and you know, there's just so much bullshit out there, and you just don't do that. And that is something I'm so blessed that, you know, I finally took the plunge. To be honest with you, the plunge, I didn't have the money to take the plunge, but I did it because I felt it in my gut. And I'm forever grateful. You know, for me, it's just a matter of, I've had anchors my entire life. I've never gotten a break in my entire life. I'm even going through an anchor right now with my business partner, and he's destroy the business, not lift the business. And I'm dealing with that. And, you know, I keep going back to things you talk about in Bulletproof Business, man. I mean, and everything, every business decision, and to the point now, almost every life decision I make, I have you in the back of my mind. And, you know, you've asked me the questions. I've taken it seriously. I'm ready to implement. I'm ready to, I know what I want from you. I know what I want from your team. I know how you can help me, both in life and in business. And I'm just forever blessed because I don't get breaks like this, man. And I just hope that this is a sign that everything I've done is not, you know, for, you know, a waste of my time. I hope this is a sign that somebody finally sees my vision and sees that I am a good seed and that I can grow, and isn't bullshitting me with clay soil underneath, you know, is something and someone that, you know, is there to be fertile soil for me. And that's, sorry, I can ramble, and I'm on my medicine, I swear to God, but I can ramble like a mother. So you got to tell me to shut up sometimes. But yeah, man, I mean, I just can't, I can't in shock now, man, since I first heard from you, and I'm ready to get going. I'm ready to put in the work. I'm ready to do whatever you tell me to do. And then when I get done, and I hit that top of that mountain, I'm ready to give it all back to people who were in my position. And, you know, one of the things, I don't know if I've told you yet, but as much as I could use the money with the affiliate program, brother, I know there are other people out there that are in many worse things than I am right now, regardless of what it might be. And anything that I make from that affiliate program, I'm putting back in that foundation 100%. And I hope that other people with that affiliate link will do the same, because there's people out there that all they can get your free stuff, or all they can get is what they can get off your podcast or whatnot. But if they get put in front of you, change your life like you changed mine. And that's my biggest thing, is I want to have the opportunity to give back to those people as well.
I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. That's one of the reasons why we chose you, man, because we're looking for people that are good heart. We weren't looking for the person that had the best front, or the person that was the richest or the most successful or anything else. We were looking for the person that was the most genuine, that we thought we could make the biggest impact with. And just to clear some stuff up for the folks listening, you know, the Own It Academy that he's talking about is not something that's for sale. It's something that is like, we sold it. It was a live thing where we did like a live recording. It was like $99, or it was actually $200. It was $99 for the first 4, and then it was another $99 for the second 4. So it was like $298 or whatever, or $198 when it was all said and done. Anyway, the reason why I tell you that is it's the only time that I've ever done a personal development course, and really, basically, it's no sales, no marketing, and it's the only time I've ever done something like that. Well, Sid, you know, I've been in the mountains for the last few days. Well, I was up there because I feel something stirring up inside of me to take me to this next level. I know that when you come under a massive amount of pressure like you are right now, and like I am right now, when you come under a massive amount of stress like you are right now, and I am right now, that's only outside forces trying to keep you in your comfort zone and keep you where you're at. And if you'll push through that, like what we're doing together here, and like what I did this weekend in the mountains, when you push through that and the things that are coming against you, man, big things happen. And most people, when the stress builds and when the pressure comes, they say things like, I can't take it. And when it comes to me, I say things like, bring it on, because I know there's a blessing behind every fucking curse, man. And I believe that you went through what you went through for the same reasons that I went through what I went through, because we chose them, because we had to have those experiences to become the experts in our respective fields. And I'm not talking just business, I'm talking life in general, right? To have that authority, to have that expertise. It doesn't matter what you're an expert on. When people talk to you, if you're an expert, whether it be on life, spirituality, business, whatever, people know you're an expert, right? And so, anyway, the reason why I say all that is like, I know that, you know, Own It Academy obviously affected you in a major way, and you can get that as part of Break Free Academy Entourage. And if you're in the Entourage, obviously you want to check that out. But on the other side of that is like, when we meet up, man, and you're going to see this change before then too. But when we meet up, man, I'm working even harder at correcting the things that I talked about in that program. And my book that's coming out soon called Fuck Your Excuses, it's that program that we chopped up and turned into a book. And so we took the lessons from that program and created a book that'll be out. Shit, they might be already up, and like the book's on the way here. It's like, it's coming. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I've been waiting
it's coming, son.
No, I mean, yeah, I could sit here and just comb through everything from every module in that program. But the whole, from start to finish, I mean, you talk about getting your upper limits. When you talked, I believe it was Kevin Nations you talked about in upper limits, and or was it Kevin? I can't remember, Ryan. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Kevin or Garrett? It's probably Garrett J. White.
Yeah, no, it was Garrett J. White. You're right.
Yeah.
But, and he taught you about upper limits and just realizing that, you know, and then you also, you know, when that upper limits one really hit me hard, because it made me realize that no matter what, I mean, there are times where and all of us, I mean, if you're an entrepreneur or really, whatever you do, or you work for yourself, I mean, you realize when you have to stay up 2 days, you'll do it. And it really just made me realize that it was just myself telling me I was tired, or just myself telling me that I couldn't do something, or I couldn't get put in front of the right people. To be honest, it was myself telling me that I couldn't win this contest. But you know what? I did. And I was honest and genuine with everything I said, but you know, why not? Why not me? And then you also talk about becoming bigger, better, and faster in everything that you do. And I keep trying to strive to figure out how to do that. And I mean, just that whole thing, man. I mean, I could just, God, that program, your catapult method, man, it drug me out of a freaking big hole, and I'm not out of it yet. But God as my witness, man, I'm crawling out of that hole every day because of that catapult method, man. And I can't thank you enough.
Well, I appreciate you, your feedback there, man. And I'm first of all, I'm thankful for everybody that joined the closer contest. I'm like, the fact that 2,500 people cared enough to even maybe win a day with me is amazing. The fact that 800 people went above and beyond to do that. And then the fact that I get to serve 151 of you as winners to help you in different capacities, especially you, Sid, it's like, it really is an honor. And it's not, when I say what I'm about to say, it's not from a standpoint of ego or arrogance. It's from a standpoint of, you know, it's an honor to be able to lead you guys, but I'm doing what I'm doing for a reason, and I'm doing the things that I'm doing for a reason because I believe there's a calling in my life bigger than just sales training, bigger than just marketing and motivation and all that other stuff. And when I see the people getting the movement that we're creating, when I see the people getting plugged in and getting active with things like the closer contest, it's reassurance that I'm on the right path, because on every new level, there's new devils and you have haters and everything else. But when I see folks like you that get it and that have had life-changing things happen to them through, not just through me, but through our programs and the people that have been a part, the teachers that have been a part of my life and stuff like that, it really is amazing. So let's do this before we sign off, man. Why don't you tell people what the name of your business is, where they maybe can find out about it? There might be some restaurant owners and shit watching this. You never know.
My name of my business is Megabyte Online Ordering. Here, I'll put the hat in there so you guys can see it. But it's Megabyte Online Ordering. It's private label online ordering service. We're a real private label online ordering service. I'm not Grubhub, Postmates, or any of that bullshit. Ours is geared to allow the restaurant owner to basically have online ordering that's added to their website, to their Facebook, and put on their for people to, or their customers to go to their website and Facebook and place online orders for takeout and delivery. And I'll send them to kitchen printers. I'll send them orders to kitchen printers and tablet apps and all that jazz. But it's also there to help the efficiency of the restaurant and to help them make more money. I mean, I could get them 100 orders a day, but if it costs them money to do that, it don't matter. So, my job is to, get that system in there and help make them more money and higher tickets. And they can really find us. We're in, which is open source. It's in 48 states and 6 countries. Really where we're big at is in the Midwest, all over the Kentucky. We're in DC as well. We're up near New York, up in South Jersey, and in near Philadelphia as well. We have a big following there. And we're also getting ready to break out and down in Southeast Florida. since I used to live in Miami. I know a lot of it down there. So I'm actually about to really unleash some Facebook ads down there as well, and start closing some deals down there, because it's an open season down there right now. So that's a little bit about what I do. I know it's a little bit different than probably what a lot of you all do with real estate and loan officers and stuff like that, but that's a big reason why I trust Ryan even more and trust this program even more, is because he took something that was outside of his comfort zone, and this stuff worked for anything. And I truly believe that you could distribute scissors and make money on this damn thing. Because
hey, it's funny you say that. One of my clients in the tribe, his name's Josh Combs, and he sells his company is called Theories About Scissors. He sells scissors. I shit you not, we've done it.
I heard that in, I believe it was your podcast. You mentioned that statement, and I've used it because I've passed your program and gotten people to order your books all over my city. Every time I run into real estate or whatever, my real estate agent has your book, loves it. Working on getting him in the entourage now. But yeah, man. I mean, guys, if there's one thing I can say, I don't care how low you are, I don't care what you're going through. Use me as an example. I mean, I was ready to give up on life, and yet nowhere near out of it yet. But for God's sakes, you can get out of it. And I think a lot of people. I've met some people in the tribe, but but I'm definitely not in the tribe yet. But I'm telling you, everybody has a story. Everybody has baggage, just like you. And it's up to you to get up. And if you guys follow Ryan's podcast, he's up at 4:30 in the morning. He's crazy. He's up at 4:30 in the morning. I can't get up that early. I'm up around 5:30. But I will tell you this, and I learned this and own it. I read a proverb a day in the morning. I ended up downloading an app. I read a proverb a day in the morning. I fill myself up with good thoughts. My feet hit the floor, I'm a freaking warrior, and I'm ready to go to battle. And if you do that every single day, you will get through your hell, and you will come out on the other end successful and ready to take on anything that ever had. And he'll teach you that too. So don't ever give up, because when you giving up is what they want. And if you give up, they win. But every day you don't give up, that demon gets smaller and smaller in your head, and you will continue success story and be a success story for everybody else, so that when you can be sitting in Ryan's chair right now and be doing exactly what he is doing by giving back to those 30 million salespeople he wants to give back to. I'm more than blessed, man, and I swear to God, I'm going to be the biggest testimonial to you, and I can't wait to see what you're going to do to my business, man. I'm absolutely floored. And thanks, Matt. Matt, man, he congratulated me while I was on this call, so I got to give a shout out to Matt. I know he's on the call.
Well, so check this out. There's a book called The Richest Man Who Ever Lived.
Yep.
And for some reason, I'm getting feedback on your end now. For some reason. And I'm real quick so it doesn't feedback. It's called The Richest Man Who Ever Lived. It's by Stephen K. Scott. I've met Stephen in person. He was one of my first mentors. He created the Total Gym. Chuck Norris, Christy Brinkley. And he wrote the book called The Richest Man Who Ever Lived. It's about King Solomon. King Solomon's the person that wrote Proverbs. King Solomon was still today, the richest person to ever live in the entire history of our planet. And he instilled, and I'm not a Christian and I don't read the Bible. And I'm not, if you are, that's awesome, right? I'm a spiritual dude. I'm not a religious dude. But I know that the Proverbs are so powerful because the richest man who's ever lived wrote them as a sense of common wisdom for the world to have. So you know what? For 2 years, Sid, I read Proverbs every single day, a proverb a day. For 2 years, that's 24 months. That means I've read that entire chapter of 30 different Proverbs 24 times. And it's still today shaped my life. And, that's something that I probably need to go back and do again, because religion aside, that is in my opinion, the greatest book in the Bible, because it's full of so much wisdom in regards to life, business, and wealth management, man. It's huge. So, hey, man, you can unmute yourself. You got to do it on your own computer. It's at the top there. And hey, dude, I look forward to seeing you in April, man. Lindsay will get, you're good now. Lindsay will get your information so that we can fly you out here and all that stuff, dude. And we'll see you soon, man.
Can't wait, bro.
Congratulations again, man.